Recent results for Complexity on Nuke, it does bode well. 77% win rate in the last 3 months, and those teams are no slouch. We know how it works. We've also seen how it can be dethroned. On that T side in specifics, it's Complexity's Blame F, who often sets himself up for the lurk at the moment. Quite the opposite of the lurk. He's the first one in. He's trying to get himself... Oh, he has actually lurking. Look at that. Tried to go down the fence. And at the moment, it seems like the CTs have won the round. Just like that, they stack 2 towards the ramp room. Blame is lingering around doing what he usually does.
Where's he?
Why don't you kind of set the scene, Chad, for this T side of Complexity, because I wasn't going to do a very good job.
Okay. What we can expect to see is a lot of room being taken towards Yard, with that man you saw just getting his head pinned against the wall being the, I guess, figure of taking control. He's going to go out into the Yard, slink into Warehouse, go down towards Secret, and lurk in the Yard area to apply pressure to the remainder of the CTs. They can also use that with more of the individuals behind it, but it's just one of the keys is that you know on a map like this, Complexity, once they take space, Blame is going to be on his own, right? That is one of the keys right there. So in the defaulty rounds, in the more standard rounds, that is the approach that you'll be seeing. But Complexity, they also have some faster maneuvers up their sleeve, and they go with the standard variation of just playing with those CT-sided rotations like we love to see on Nuke. It's just through more looks. And, well, speaking of Blame and Yard, he is going to be having a battle with Mir, and he's won that one this time round.
Well, I'm trying to like roll my mind back. It was Heroic was the only team that's made Complexity look a little, I don't even say silly, but they had the read on them, right?
Yes.
That was the only team I've seen so far who've managed to kind of quell Blame, even though he was still being a nuisance. Obviously here, this should go the way of the big boy rifle, the bigger boy rifle, should I say. And now down to the 4v4. I want to see where they take this, what they have left. A couple of flashes, some Tech 9s, good armor with it. So could still do a great deal of damage. Magics could be on the receiving end of this. Obo, a couple of parting shots, and yes, towards ramp we go. Flashes to hand, turns it, catches the second, but I Disbalance actually caught a bit of the flash too, so forced to play a more passive angle, and they've managed to slip through the net, barring Obo, so do lose life, but
That's
Poison
big.
carries on. That's a gun recovered in the full HP hands.
Yeah,
now that's not bad.
Yeah, they're all coming from ramps. So if Config gets one, there you go. Now they've got a real shot at this. Looking to win the second round force again, but it falls to Poison, clean onto Disbalance. He's got full HP for this one-on-one, and that's exactly what he needed. The bomb is down for him. Chopper has to close that gap. No utility to... I say that as he picks up a smoke off the fallen comrade. That's huge. He'll be able to force the fight now. Could even hold it. Breaking the glass with the sound cue. Chopper's not on it. Oh, Poison, this is brilliant. He's called the bluff. Oh, and he takes the fight. Clean clutch from Poison. Triple kill as well. That is magnificent to convert the second round force buy.
I like the claps there, Lauren.
Yeah, I got really into it. It was a good clutch.
I saw
like,
Lauren like
yep.
it's normally me, the idiot that like falls off his stool when the AWP gets shot. Lauren actually like flinched when Poison went for that repeat.
Look, it's just like I like a good clutch. I like to see it, especially in a scenario where they don't have the tools necessary all the time. They can make something out of it even with less. I think it's very impressive.
Yeah.
It's like being on. Honestly, I just kind of felt like I was on TeamSpeak and just Alex last night popping heads. Like, yes, Alex, come on!
Yeah, man.
Pump him up.
They jump off the map.
The Vertigo game. You do have an affinity with falling off the map. Like, even in rounds that we're winning.
No, we'd won, Chad. It was like they were saving 4v1. I'm just crouch peeking a smoke. I'm like, oh, this is... You know there's CT spawn?
Yeah.
You know there's that little extra ledge?
Yes.
I'd thrown a deep CT smoke, and I'm like working my way around it, finding an angle towards like the sniper's thing. And I just kept holding left until I had the angle I needed. Well, the angle...
I was terrified.
You heard me scream. Whoa, okay, no, that's over.
You actually did have a belting game loss. I was doing absolutely nothing.
Right, we'll check it on the CSGO hub. That's the only match we should probably check.
No.
CSGO hub
Lifetime stats. Lifetime. Let's go lifetime.
Lauren,
lifetime.
I was in the top 1% for headshots, but it's because I think I had about 6 kills. And 3 of them were headshots.
It happens. I really don't want to check on mine. Like, at one point I did quite well. I had like that weird little run where it worked. And
You look great, yeah.
Yeah, last night's games were pretty average.
You need to change the fake nick. That's how you toggle on.
Well, I changed my crosshair to flushes.
I was channeling my
RPK. And I forgot that. And yeah, your RPK worked really well. But speaking of working quite well, we know Complexity's T-side is very robust.
Miss smoke.
Normally. That's a little unfortunate. He can work
at the end of the world. They are respecting
it. works, it's intentional.
Chad's the master of making smokes look intentional. It was that missed smoke from Nico, I swear. He made him look like a genius.
It sounded so good.
It was only had to do the interview, and he was like, nah.
He was just
long tags.
That's actually, hold on, we've got a game now. This has become a little bit more of an interesting round when that tag comes in. The body goes down, and now the last 3 players are low, but they need these shots to come through now.
Yeah, and that was a really valiant attempt from Mir. Magix, they're all so low. He could really do something ridiculous here. He needs to get through Obo, and Obo goes through Poison. Team kill, but it gets it done. We'll see Complexity convert that one.
So I am taking a look because we did play 3 games last week so that we would have the matchmaking report cards come through on the CSGO hub. I'd have to look for yours. I'm not sure what yours would be.
How are you doing?
Mine, my username is Sponge.
Yes, correct.
Because we hadn't played matchmaking in a long time. I only got ranked as a Supreme, which is a little bit...
I think I got like Ellie.
Yeah, we're there.
My KD ratio,
right.
2.7.
That's okay, I guess.
Yeah, just okay.
What's the site again?
CSGOhub.com.
Lauren, I swear to goodness, if you ask what CSGO Hub's website is, one more time.
Yeah, what's the IP again?
CSGO Hub.
IP?
Can you give me the IP to Discord?
Yeah, that was her. Like, literally, it's in TS, Lauren. Just connect.
You're the last person.
Oh, I'm on Get Frank's CSGO Hub right now. She's already logged in. Let's check out her stats.
I got an A
How do I log in
for last week.
Oh, it's ESL account, right. Ooh.
We'll work it out. It'll be a couple steps. While we have this eco, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring Rush back in because I need to talk to him about something.
Though.
Ignoring us.
No, he's been chatting, but his mic wasn't working.
Hello?
Hey!
Hey, what up? How you doing? What's going on?
Okay, that's fine. That's all happened now. Rush.
Yo.
Why didn't you play with us last night?
I was playing Danger Zone, man.
He's very loyal. Once he's agreed to play, he will just play.
Yeah, and I like Danger Zone. I'm big into my
He doesn't
DZ
prioritize,
at the moment. It's really
Rush,
fun.
social.
It's not very often that I play, and I just thought that maybe you'd want to, come.
Not how he works.
It's true, but it's also not often I get to play lovely Danger Zone, so it's kind of like...
Is that true?
No,
That's
it's true.
really
Well, we're working 6 days a week for the next 9 weeks, so...
And I have very few duos to play with, That's the problem.
Who was it last night?
Oliver Briggs, social media
Oliver Briggs from
director.
Social media, yes. Shout out to Oliver Briggs. Where does he rank?
He's not bad, to be honest. He's surprisingly good. I will say that much. Like, I've seen him play MM, maybe not as good, but when he's bumping around, he has an idea of what's going on.
He's a bumper, you reckon?
He knows what's up and down,
Wow.
that's for sure.
I have got some real nasty stats here.
Oh no. I need to find mine.
Check out my needs improvement section, Chad. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Time spent, average time in post-plant situations. This week's average time in the post-plant was 0.91.
Oh.
Now, that is in the top 95%. It's a grade F. Now,
0.91?
Yeah, I
Mine was 0.29, so you had me wrecked.
What? Okay.
Yeah. And my percentage of deaths with utility in hand was 0.058.
Average dollars spent on utility wasted. I'm in the top 100%.
All right, we got a gun round. We'll review once I also get my login. I'd probably be more distracted if that was the case, but
he saw the
on the door.
Yikes.
Oh, it set it up so well for the CTs. There's been so much more of a fight back, but by now this has fallen flat. It's down to Poison and Blame F to do something dirty, and maybe they're up for a good flash. Oh, they're so fortunate that Magix was there in support, and it's all shut down.
Yeah, Magic's really saved the day there. Really nice hold, setting up for the topside take, and Complexity gets sent straight back to the drawing board. But the fact that they're posting 3 already on that T side does bode well. We'll see how this is the save from Magix. Just a nice little angle. Look at how little they could see of Blame. He was at full observation of their entire body, so the pre-fires do connect. And now you can see that this is going to favor the CTs. I wouldn't say heavily, though. It is just Rush on that Mac 10.
I would say that Team Spirit probably have the highest percentage of M4A1 users I've seen. They use, it seems map dependent, but we've definitely seen quite a few come out of their camp. Could just be dropped across. But regardless, Blame doing what Blame does best, taking that space I was talking about over towards Yard, and they have to respect it. So the first port of call as a rotator will either be SDY, he's close towards the vent, or it will be Magix, the ramp player, to drop on down. So it is SDY, had to be one of the two, and he is tasked with holding Blame at bay and covering off towards the lower side of things.
You just dropped that smoke so early. That's half of Blame's hard work done.
Yeah, and they know that there is a player rotated into the lower site as well now. And you can see Complexity do just like a limp out Squeaky. If they continue through this, Chopper on the other side with that silence, then 4 will wreck some heads. They have to respect this. There isn't any lobby aggression coming through from Team Spirit, which we have seen other teams approach against the Complexity side of things. Utility is still very good, though, for the North American-European mix.
Ooh, jiggle from Config, and how does he win that duel? Or takes him down to 4 HP, but he stands his ground. Now Rush just walks out. Chopper's tucked into the site, he had to. And Rush will just bop around this corner with a Mac 10 and blow his head off. This is a top site taken, a successful one at that. Complexity will be getting that bomb down to convert, an SDY because of Blame and his actions is now left alone in the wrong part of the map.
Precisely, and he's normally a top holder, right? His job only changes when the yard individuals lose sight, lose vision.
Right.
And that is the goal. This is the map of Nuke. It's all about misdirection, grabbing space, forcing rotations, making the bomb sites weaker for the CT side. And SDY, as a top holder, he would have loved to have been there ready to shut down that hit. But all because Blame was able to limp out behind the smokes. They have to respect it. They've watched the demos the same as we have. They know exactly the way that Complexity like to approach this. But it doesn't necessarily mean they're always there. And a way to deal with this, a stop, is to go aggressive, is to take territory back. And you have multiple options with that. You can do it all in, we'd call it a yard control on the CT side. Get up close, drop some smokes, use some mollies, have some good pop flashes, or push through the heart, push through ramp, and take fights within lobby to see, hey, how many guys are actually behind this? Are they waiting for us? Still difficult to get into the top site. But Config made it very easy with a kill like that. So good stuff from Config, an individual who I think he's been gaining momentum.
Oh, the goalie's back. Bauer, good to see you, mate.
Where do you think he's from?
I'm going to say either Scandinavia or Russia, as they are both large
Hockey
fans of hockey, and I don't know how many Americans are awake today.
Canada, but yeah, time zone.
Hope he's seen Mighty Ducks, though.
Oh.
Yeah, who hasn't?
We need a movie sesh with you, Alex. Get some snacks
I'll make
in.
you guys watch some Wes Anderson movies. Nice drop. That's the sound cue they wanted. This is the alternative. If there's no Blame, SDY now has to respect the sound cue. Oh, ooh. He's got a good premonition. He can catch them off guard here or not. It's Config again, just being a brutal knockout blow to the first CT he sees. Very quick to the trigger. But it is only on this eco. There is nothing really now that they can do about this.
And look, now Blame is taking space. His teammates have actually gone down secret. He's decided, well, I'm going walkabout towards ladder. I'm going to see if I can find anybody else, get some cheeky kills in the back line. He's always on that lurk. And that's what I talk about when it's Blame coming in through the clutches. Because the way he is approaching the game, sure, he's taking a lot of space. It's giving him a lot of information. But if everything goes awry with his teammates in the lower bomb site, he's not hands-on. He can't actually call the shots within the mid-round. This is where their theory, this is where having their coach Kita, all the hard work of the protocols and the preparation that they do comes in. Because if Blame is not with them, right? Lots of in-game leaders, when you're doing a default, let's use a map like Mirage as an example. When you're doing a mid default, you normally have one player over towards the extremity of A, either apartments or the ramp, and one over towards B. You have a pack of 3 going towards middle. Now, usually the in-game leader is one of those 3. So he can keep eyes on, call out the information, or make sure the information doesn't have to be called out so he can make a quicker, snappier decision. Nuke, he's doing it in the opposite way. Takes the territory, lets his teammates know, okay, well, I have this space. You guys not do the rest. He doesn't just give up on them, but letting them know what information he's garnered to potentially make the best call. Obo should be going down from above here.
Oof.
He will, and Mia will quickly follow.
Oh, there we go. Done. Yeah, my report card, it's a bit weird. We've got 3 report cards. I don't know which ones.
I couldn't tell you.
Remember we played, remember we did play Agency, where I dropped 44 kills?
I vaguely recall that.
44.
Yeah, my KD's not great, 1.14. It's not brilliant. Kill KAST, we're doing well on that. We're doing well on economic difference, and my deaths are very tradable, apparently. So congratulations, guys. You're welcome. You are very, very welcome. I'm logging out for now.
Successful bomb plant percentage, I have an F.
Chad not planting the bomb now, but a quick round maybe from Config. The pace in which he's approaching the route is stunning, but the kill doesn't come through. Chopper just remains calm under pressure, but it creates space.
So much space. They're all outside. Mini, Heaven, and nearly losing Obo in the process. That wild spray through the smoke. Disbalance has been caught by the same.
Killed the wrong guy.
Look at Blame. He's going down the vents while the bomb is being planted topside. Is he going round to
Secret round?
Oh, that's so spicy. If they're coming from main, which is one of the very valuable and viable options here, SDY is going to have his clock cleaned. Just Blame and Poison now. Poison having to do the lion's share of the work here. He has to stop the initial check. Yeah, exactly, Lauren.
Blame's even got a molly. That could be great. It's planted up for him.
Uh-oh.
Wait, Blame's come back up vents?
Oh,
They have no idea. Now they know. Now they know it all. Diffuse comes through, and it was the intention seemed interesting, but the outcome sadly fell a little flat.
Yeah, too little too late there from Blame. I think the fact that he came up secret and his presence was found and seen, that he couldn't cross or he couldn't risk crossing from yard into main without having to take a Heaven duel. And that was on the back of his mind as well. As we see Spirit bouncing back with a much needed round. It was another top hit, really, of where they pulled it on off. This Molotov was fantastic to flush out Rush, so the limited utility that Spirit did have left was used to pitch at perfect precision. As the buy will come back out from Complexity. They can continue to make this awkward. Rush looks like he's going for his vent drop again. And Mir aggressive towards Yard. That's what I was talking about. You can take away the space. It's another top hit.
Flashes are strong. And again, you can see how passive they have to be. Previously, the retake worked out. Let's see how this one shapes. 2 from the Yard position. Blame at T-Spawn. He's always up to something. He's always up to something. 30 HP as well. He got a frag on the way in on that Yard player. And now Magic's trying to, make space. Goodness me. Okay, 2 dead on the way from heaven. Obo gobbles up that flashbang for an early breakfast. And they're doing the same again, this late retake. On the gap, Obo's gone. And so is the round.
Just gonna sit it. They know he's in no man's land.
They know he was sitting at T-spawn. So this is an interesting one. They're giving them top site. Complexity think they're taking top site. And twice we've seen Spirit with well-oiled double kills on the retake.
So there's one way that you can deal with this if you are Complexity. If you're getting the sites for free, maybe be a little bit lighter in the utility that you're using. So you got the timing there was absolutely everything from Magic's. They're probably just going to have a discussion of, we got core out of position, right? That's probably what they're going to put that down to. If Team Spirit want to keep playing retake, what you would set up is a reinitiation in the bomb site, right? Okay, the retake's coming now. Let's drop. We're gonna pop flash. We're gonna come back in, as opposed to finding yourself in scenarios where you can get taken on down in such regard. Bit of a slower approach this time. Poison unable to find any picks over towards Squeaky Door with the AWP, and I'll blame he's back at his tricks towards the outer side of things. There's nobody aggressive this time. No Mir getting up close and personal. It may have forced Complexity to play a little bit of a different style off the bat, and as we can see right now, the secret standard wall of smokes are being set on up. Obo getting back to link on up with his teammates, and this is actually this triple wall that they've been throwing. So this is not the standard wall. Oh, it's the L block, I'm sorry. And the molly won't cause a gap, so Blame has the space he needs. They look like they want to pop flash through. There's a couple ready to fight here. 2 in main. Oh, he's got him on the reload timing.
Yeah, that should be a confirmed kill. SkullNerd potentially trading. Gets it with the check. That's a big frag, and Config's gone too. Spirit, this is a nice defense. Obo's broken through. Ladder Q, very loud. Poison not going to be able to contribute too much with his AWP, but the Floor of Flame will deny a lot of space to try and get that bomb down. But goodness, it's rocking a hard place. Where do you... That's where you plant. You go down the vents. A fast pivot. No CTs there to receive them. They will be loud. And bomb will be planted.
Oh, they're quick to ramp though, aren't they? No time wasted for the CTs. Obo takes one with him.
No, he didn't.
Actually, no, it was Poison. There you go. It looked so on, but Poison this time can't do it. Not bad try, and I said nice pivot, but Team Spirit are keeping up on this.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of battling back in. The retakes, however, as opposed to, well, no, actually in similar fashion. If you caught the breakdown after map number 1 and we were talking about the economy and how close they were to being able to break them on down, the constant plants and the constant retakes the Spirit are having to find themselves in are allowing Complexity to keep having these potent gun rounds. Every time the bomb gets planted and you lose the round, that's an extra $800 on top of the loss bonus, which is trickling on up every round that they lose. And the T side, if you are a newer viewer, everything costs a little bit less. The AK-47, it's only $2,700. A Molotov is cheaper. You don't need a defuse kit. Those are the big ones. Looks like a ramp rush. They're going all in.
Yeah, there's a full bunny hopping all in, and Disbalance can't believe his luck. He just collects 2. You're up in the right place at the right time, and a real viable attempt from Blame. Is he going to try and exploit the gap here? He is. This is someone that's done his research, and Chopper goes down. Now the threat is back, and this 3v4 far from a guarantee for Spirit.
It's game back on, isn't it, really? Some die young, though, trying to keep some territory here. Blame F is being an absolute nuisance, but he is super low.
Oh, they've got him pinned.
That's it. That's the frag. That is the perfect frag. And look at the lurk. Poison's going to catch Mir on the way back. It's now all onto Rush to try and find a safe haven and a safe route to get that bomb down. Disbalance in heaven. Magic's the one to contest.
Oh, I'm not sure if that'll be heard completely.
Whichever way you want to cut this, though, the T side are incredibly low HP. Disbalance, though,
smart.
He's being proactive in this. That's bold and is brilliant. Taking back a little bit of room, but Rush has made his appearance. He's out of the vents, and I'm pretty sure Blame F's going to be in a position to help pretty soon. Up he goes, And Disbalance has no idea about the Heaven play. Surely that's not even on his mind, but that's gonna be, this is incredible stuff. He almost adjusted and now just Blame F. 21 HP up against Magic's full HP, double flash in 20 seconds.
So bomb down.
Oh, he's not, is he?
He's going for the Chad Birchall special. The round the world.
Well, this is so risky.
Magix doesn't stick it first time, does he?
There's no way. He won't even drop off the rafters for the first couple of seconds.
There's a world here where Blame...
Oh, he's booked him. He's absolutely booked him.
Yes, Sound Q confirms he's dropped. And that's the frag. Fantastic clutch from Blame. Low HP, but high IQ. 6 for complexity.
Jeez, that's such a risk, especially I don't think he even knew where Magix was. Oh dear, he pulls it off. He gets the orb. I just bounce. This is how it started.
Yeah, I thought this round was like over as soon as I saw blue on brown twice in a row. He even pushes lobby. He takes 4 frags in this round. It's still insufficient. A great round from him. His awareness high, but wasn't ready for the Blame F ridiculousness. He was starting to turn around after his frag on rush in his defense, but yeah, great clutch. That's not the first clutch either. In this T side, they've posted 6 already. It's already down to a poison clutch and a Blame to convert those 1v1s.
SDY with the Swag 7. Quite the stylish gun. Probably the most stylish gun in the game.
You think?
No.
No. Just going off the name?
Yeah.
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 I saw a PP Bison in Henry G's hands last night.
Do you kind of like it?
Kind of think we need to pull that one back out. The PP Bison.
The Bison? Yeah. Look, it's not my favorite gun. Let me give you... I don't like the lawnmower
I
very
actually
much.
enjoyed the
64
UMP.
bullets,
I
Chad.
don't care. 64 rubber bullets.
Right, okay.
Damn. Let's see what these nades are looking like.
I really hate the smoke wall. He's just going to use that.
Blame, why are you so good at this game?
Okay.
Jesus.
This balance after having 4 kills in the round before. Chopper's trying to keep it competitive, but Obo can't go down. He couldn't afford to have conceded that one.
They're both going to come through ramp. And look
He's
how
already
forward
ready.
Blame is. He's hearing all of this. He's hearing everything.
Anyone else? Yes, indeed. Blame F wins the round. 7 found. And he's just gone and found back-to-back impact rounds.
He's broken the bank account as well of Team Spirit. He's gone on in. He's a stick your hands up. Pistol whip, I just bounced towards the top of the ladder and, well, taking everything else with him here. That is some precision stuff onto Magix and Chopper. Yes! He's loving it. Just the pistols here for Spirit. They will have to be forced on down to a low buy or a eco. Not a low buy. It's not even the light pistol upgrade. Let me make sure I'm speaking correctly. Revenant's main will be 4. There's a flash ready on Chopper, so they might want to take Blame out of the equation here. Here it goes. Flash is coming.
Didn't do anything. Oh, he's having a nice time, isn't he? Must be a nice day to be him. 3 comfy kills. Your team's doing all right now. You're kind of posting up the numbers. Let's see if Config can keep it clean. He does. Complexity up to 8. This is a nice T side.
Yeah, magnificent. The way I have that disbalance round in the top of my head is just a perfect microcosm for the way they can dig themselves out of situations. You lose 2 players, you're in a 3v5. You keep it cool, keep the comms clear. Round 14 then, map 2, game 1 of the day. 2 more bangers coming around the corner as well, guided by Stunner, Harry, and Hugo.
The Goonies. I really want us to come up with a name for ourselves. Like, they're the Goonies in my head. I want a brand.
2 Brits and 1 Git.
It's the name of the WhatsApp group.
It is.
Picture of my granddad as the...
Is it?
Yeah, that's when he was going on the Corona boat, going back home.
Oh, Chopper. And Sundar Young getting quite aggro there towards Squeaky, this time being quite proactive.
They win another 3v5.
I was about to say, we have seen these guys turn some ridiculous scenarios. That's a start. It's not clean, though.
And we're back to a 3v3, folks, and the round has plenty of time left. Yard, again, Blame delivers. Eventually, somebody gives him the millimeter he needs. And now, thrown into the hut molly. Didn't break the glass, doesn't pop, but down drop to the lower site. And no CTs are home. He's got them booked again. Lingering in the lobby. SDY walking in. Timing doesn't favor him this time. It's down to his teammates, Poison and Obo, to clutch up. This is exactly the kind of position that Obo thrives in. Multiple angles, quick adjustments, headshot only.
Let's see it. Flash in. Poison finds one. Some Die Young still there. I just bounces in this somewhere. There he is, finding Poison. So Obo forced to fight. Doesn't get it that time. Some Die Young's there, and stability, I guess, is the name of the game. They do get the defuse, and even without a kit, they should be just fine.
So 6-round CT side, considering the way that Nuke has been trending in recent times, I would say that it is starting to look like more and more of a team app. You know, we have those anomalies that pop up every now and again where a CT side just completely locks one out. I'm actually going to dip into some of the stats of recent events just to see where we are at with round distribution on a map like Nuke. But 6 is actually pretty good for Spirit. If they can get 7, you'd be smile from ear to ear. And I think as we move forward that this could be a much more competitive map. I want to make sure that I leave a little bit of room. Could be a much more competitive map. Complexity going into the last round here. Smokes over towards Yard in the very early stages, feigning what looks like the classic secret cross. 3 players going for Yard control. This is what I was talking about. They want the early info, but if they're not rotating back towards main and top in time, they're going to be locked out of the site and having to play retake again.
Yeah, here they come. Only a FAMAS, and wow, just like that, the change-up. The presence outside has forced so many players to address him. It's too little, too late, or is it? Kit on Mir. He knows there's one CT vent. Ouch. Poison just emerges from that exact aforementioned location. And now, last round of the half, there's no reason for Mir not to do something with it. Or does he care about his stats that much?
Oh. Don't get that discussion going. Oh.
Wait, what?
Oh, Mia. I think they just told him it was the last round.
Oh, did he not think? Did he not know?
Oh.
No? Oh.
Little sausage.
Okay, well, he definitely doesn't care about the stats. Good to see. And it is 9-6 half. We'll be taking a quick one. SDY's giggling at his teammate Mir. Brother, it's the last half. Last round. We'll take a quick one. We'll be back with the second half of the second map. 9-6, Complexity's T-side on Nuke has delivered, and Spirit holding them at bay. Certainly impressive performances from Magix and Disbalance, as we've grown to expect. And Chopper not only gaming in 4x3, apparently his webcam's there too. He's stuck in the past. Let's see if he can change his future, because it does look like Complexity are set for success. 7 rounds separates them from getting this series done and dusted. No dust in the veto though. Mirage if we need it. Lots of util where they go, and nade in the door. Smoke for the cross. And it's a flash. They want to go top fast, and Conflict's in trouble. He is in jeopardy. And Poison trying to keep them at bay. He's run out of bullets, run out of time. Mate, Blame does contribute nicely, and Obo, it's unlikely he's ready for the lurk here. Disbalance so ready for it. Bye.
Here he comes again. I don't think he's going to have much of a showing in this round right here. Disbalance getting tagged up a little bit, but that's probably all she wrote. And I was having a look at the Cologne stats for Nuke, because it was a map that was played a truckload.
Was it still the most played map of the event by the end of it?
Well, let me get back there, Lauren.
Sorry, I've probably just thrown it at you again.
But I can tell you that in the event, I'm pretty sure it was. I'm almost positive there would have been. That Nuke had it was like a 50.4% win rate on the T side.
Oh, wow.
So Nuke traditionally, if you are, I don't know, old as me and you used to play 1.6 or watch Source, they used to be lockout. It used to be one of the lockout maps. It was trained and it was 1.6. You were looking at 12-3 halves. You know, if you got an 11-4 on the T side, you managed 4 rounds, you were really happy with something like that, because it gave you a buffer if you lost pistol. These days, and especially through the innovation of Astralis, it has allowed us to have this map played in a much more open manner, all about information and territory being taken and given, and the constant tug of war. So you do see halves a lot closer, 9-6.
Oh, I want to see if this ramp brush is nothing but smoke and mirrors. Okay, they will pause for the initial Deagle at the door. Obo holding his cross out, poised to connect anyone's inquisitive head. Pulls the trigger twice, and now realizing he has to relocate. Poison to back him up, and if he does call it clear, he can come back around, and that's what Magix was waiting for. Flashed off, scout revealed. They're playing this wonderfully. Team Spirit, double flash and a molly to really ensure that the ramp room denial is theirs. Now they can do whatever they want. Pause here. We've seen Complexity do this multiple times. They can take this room back to lobby, go down lower. It's all forced config already to drop his smoke and to descend with Rush as well.
A bit pretty hard here, haven't they? So if Blame can win this duel against Chopper outside, that's one step. Oh. Okay, that works too, Poison.
I'll take that. I wonder if Config used to be such a good little pistolero, but it's Poison who's doing incredibly well here. They are taking a bit of damage, but you're doing any sort of damage you can in these sort of rounds. Poison, that time, finally quelled, but it is down to a 2v2 here. Excuse me.
I think we're bugged.
Yeah, I was like, wait, Poison's still there. It's
1-on-2.
It's a 1-on-2, okay.
Wow, good control. Okay, Chopper. He's coming for him. And he slithers away. Blame F makes the mid-round awkward. Chopper has to plan. I will remind you, if he goes down with a sound cue, nice, smooth work.
So he will know it's lower in a second. The door will open. One of the keys for Blame is a smoke for late round, but no kid in play right now. Taking his time, very last second. Blame's going to make some audible footsteps, which Chopper will know which direction he's coming from. Upgrading to the AK. He needs to check how many bullets. Only 7.
Oh, gosh. He knows this is a very likely duel. Timing just to get the seed of doubt planted, but Chopper, with his feet the same, does connect the 8th.
Expensive round, and this might bring into question what we've discussed a lot. We've seen some teams starting to limp in a little bit more after they know they've only been keeping one T-sided player alive. I'm not sure Complexity would do that. They seem like the team to me who they'll take their chances. They know that they have very good individuals, but if the risk seems like the game could spiral out of control, they won't fully double down and commit in that fashion. So I would be expecting them just to take a bit of an eco here. There it is. They have some nades. So this is good. The Complexity have a great balance of Counter-Strike. I'm really loving seeing it. These nades.
Ouch.
Oh, dear. Happy's not happy with how that one went down, I'm sure.
Oh!
Doing a bit of hard work for him there. It's been handled. Just the eco stomp.
Yeah. And well, we didn't see Jason Lake in fan cams, but I know he's been in chat. He's watching the boys, no matter what time he's out and about. Always nice to see the support. Mir there taking down Config, and even with that nice little exciting damage at the start, it has kind of fizzled into what we'd more expect to see. They don't want any surprises, so even the vents being patrolled now. I really had such an unnecessary like fear of vents from watching like sci-fi in the like 80s and 90s.
Oh, really?
Up.
You didn't
Yeah.
play like the aliens and stuff like that? Yeah, good set of films.
Absolutely terrifying. Same with like, I really thought quicksand was going to be a larger factor of my life. You know, the mayor was very important. Again, like TV really gave me a very confusing...
Absolutely. I mean, I'm right there with you with the quicksand thing. I do think
it was everywhere.
I felt like it was, yeah, like a daily hazard, especially when I was going to the beach, you know? Like, if I'm going to the beach,
quicksand?
there could be quicksand anywhere, Chad. I can't lackadaisically gallivant around this beach. There is potential death on around every corner. Actually, upon review, quicksand doesn't happen like in the movies. You just
No.
kind of get stuck. That's pretty much it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not going to drown in it. That does sound like a nasty way to go, though.
It does.
sound terrible,
Sand
doesn't
in
it?
your lungs.
Ooh.
Alrighty, well, guns in the hands.
Ice in their veins, Cad, because they are on their way. Jameer straight out the gate and straight through the flames. He's ready, though. Rush, typically very, very solid and reliable on that hut position. He's done it again just to shut down the initial poke. It's interesting to see that they've opted for, like, these Galils.
Carrying the bonus through.
Carrying it through.
Yeah.
I mean, sure. But when already on the T side, any advantage you can take to overcome the disadvantage. Already converted the pistol. 3 in quick succession. It puts Obo on notice here on ramp. No nades. It will have to be his bullets to hold him back.
Oh, that's good, though. Turned the first. Choppers. A little nasty game of poisons in all kinds. 4 HP. You're telling me that was...
What a G. He is a gangster.
Right, this is so precarious the way it's all playing out right now. Config was kind
should
of lucky
win
to be
this.
alive, but you're right. Look at the HP, look at the position, it's all good.
It's gonna be heard. They must have heard that. Surely Magic's heard that. His teammate could have told him here.
And that frag should be enough now for Magix to slow things down. Low HP as well. M4 won't have the advantage of that one-shot headshot. Certainly not to blame. His options are just non-existent. And there it is, 10 found by Complexity, and it's off the back of Blame's double. 22 frags for the in-game leader of Complexity. We saw him have the game you were referencing with Heroic was the only time I've really seen him underperform on this map. So straight back to his winning ways. This was a ballsy choice by Poison, but you can understand his justification. Letting them have full ramp control with the even numbers. Not an option. And getting away with 4 HP keeps his AWP in play as well. Lots of Complexity fans gathering as well, it seems. Team Spirit jerseys more minimal, but as Magic said, they are looking to become the very best in the region, if not claiming they already are. A big win versus Complexity would be a good way to prove that.
I like the confidence from Magic's in that interview.
Me too.
I like the confidence from Poison.
Poison
right
hits
here.
this flick. Are you ready? Oh, he's even ready for it now.
There's no one to help Chopper. Yeah, there's just no one even up on yellow. No trade potential whatsoever. So once that jewel goes down, Poison can get away for free. It's a little bit of a tickle through the hut. Nothing to really...
Ooh, that's more than a tickle.
Ooh, okay.
That's an aggressive tickle at that.
That's the tickle.
Oh, this is so stupid.
I hate this conversation.
Let's just stop doing this fight. You can hate the conversation. I hate that they're still fighting through that wall. It's just unconfirmed damage all round.
Okay, they have ramp control if they'd like it by taking down Obo. And they do like it.
Okay. Where do they go from here?
They have enough nades, Lauren. They could isolate lower. Oh, never mind.
They've left Mir here for now. See if anyone reaggresses potentially or tries to regarner some control, whereas eyes do turn back towards upper, but Rush is very much posted here. Have we seen Rush here before? I don't know if we have. This might be a little bit of a new look. They're going to check regardless, but he does find some Young, who is already the weakened target, but it does call into question Blame F and everyone else who's left, which is Config and Poison. Blame F well aware there could have been someone, but he makes it look simple. Now we are left with the 2 Ts posted up in the post block.
Through the smoke, Disbalance reveals his location. Config has the element of surprise here. I think he may have made a sound, so Disbalance is poised and ready. And takes another head. Great shot. 16 frags already. Blame just disconnected from this one. Last got his kill in heaven. Realizes he'd rather be playing for that save. Only got $300 in the bank account, so it makes a whole lot of sense. Going to scoop up a kit for free, I assume. Boop.
Yeah, this right now is almost just 2 men on the Complexity side of things firing. Just take a look at this. 23 kills for that of Blame F and 19 for Poison, whereas everybody else They're sitting there in the single digits. 9 for Rush, 8 for Obo, 7 for Config. It's not normal to see them that quiet, but I guess if they haven't had to come online until this point, it's just been a two-man cart pulling this team up until 10-10. Now would be the chance for those other three that I've just mentioned to get involved, get online, and maybe get us a multi-kill or two. But iDisbalance is doing a good job, and with the rifle, not necessarily with the AWP. And if you were here earlier in the week, you would have heard us pointing out the fact that it is like 60% of his kills in his career are with the AWP. So he's a ride or die AWPer who is getting it done. Well, here it is. He's back on out, just as I say it.
Boom, Mir didn't catch that one. In fact, wait, 1 single point of damage.
Job done.
Job done.
We have had a couple of suggestions for the trio name, by the way. Do make sure you check them out. There's some really shockers. But for now, we do see the T's kind of going through the motion, and you want to keep this clean. Bear in mind, there is the danger of that rifle in play with BlameF, of course. Obviously, the pistols can do work if allowed to, and BlameF in the most ratty of angles, just casually hanging out. And Spirit's really being quite meticulous through this fight.
Oh, Config has a flash, so keep that in mind. This might come into play if they spot a few trying to cross towards Secret in a moment. 50 seconds left. Gone.
See if the rat can do anything. He's hiding away. For now, the Deagle's doing great. This is exceptional work. They set the trap. The mouse may have turned it around. The rat even has disbalanced, and some die young. What do you do with this? You're in a weird spot now.
Yeah, I mean, Bomb's great. Config already in a position to contest. I can't believe he swings so wide. SDY can't believe his luck. Now, ooh, poison confirmed. Still top side. 28 seconds. The bomb will have to be planted, and Blame, if he positions himself perfectly here, the timing will be everything.
Oh, the dink!
That'll do.
Do they even consider it, Alex?
Not yet. One. Last one. Dinks, and he collects it. Blame F. Set to clutch. Last man, just as you discussed, Chad.
Wow, you know, he has a lot of pressure. It's chosen pressure. But the double from Config was insane. They were expecting that. So this is surely the prep work and the homework done on the complexity side of things. They were lying in wait. It was a trap. You were bang on there, Lauren. I thought we maybe get a flash and a peek, but instead the fight came to them. And unfortunately for Spirit, who have been doing a very good job to get themselves back instead for this game, and now down to what should just be an economical. iDisbalance has a Deagle. He's the only one who can truly afford it. He's still got the residual of just under 4K left. Let's see if he can offer up some Deagle shots like we just saw in the previous. We're on board with the AWPer. It's a smaller AWP, a few less bullets, fires a bit quicker, and no scope.
Not an AWP
yeah,
now.
so like everything not quite like an AWP.
Yeah, but...
Ooh, hi Blame, bye Blame. Disbalance, sniping with the Deagle. I see what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Vibe check.
Yeah, real vibe check. He's vibrating. Correct, Lauren?
Did we use it right, Lauren?
Was he vibrating?
I think the timing was a bit weird.
Oh.
Yeah.
And the vibrating's not maybe an answer we'd go for.
Okay, all right. Well, we're learning. We are
You just
learning.
said, you know, vibes.
Yeah, man.
Well, watch this. iDisbalance
Hardcore
is about
vibes.
to take off Obo's head again. So
Okay.
we'll do a vibe check after this one.
That's good. That was a good implementation right there. Here we go.
Oh, he's on to something. Go
He's
on.
on it!
Give him another one. He's just so horny for the frags. Poison is going to shut down 2, maybe even a 3rd. Ooh, chomping at the bit now. Quick reaction from Magix, and he keeps it competitive.
not,
a 2-on-2. He's going to try and maybe go down lower, but Rush is flanked. Yeah, this is like 5 Blames running around the map in the mid-round, and so look at his position. Config has got the element of surprise here. You'll have to make a sound cue, and now Config can just stand up and collect.
I thought we were going to have 2 of them.
Disbalance. Very nice round from him. He's had a couple of those in a row. It's sad to see it not converted, of course, for him, but look at that. Just the tip of his head visible, and he blows it clean off. And here's number 2.
Gosh.
Oosh.
I just had a feeling.
Get out of the way.
Sometimes you get that feeling.
Oosh.
Oh, look at Freiburg.
I don't think it is Freiburg, is it?
Oh.
I think it's one of those Twitch, those Twitch
Twitch
chibi
emote.
I thought
weebies.
he made like a face mask of
We
Freiburg.
really need to get Rush to help.
No, we're going
out
to do a bit
here.
of content where we educate.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. That's good.
I mean, somehow.
Yeah, we'll make it happen.
Wow.
That's one way to start a round.
Yeah, what the hell is going on? This feels How is this so much closer than that first map? This feels like a very different affair. We've had these individuals from Complexity clutching out a good couple of rounds. BlameF being that final man. Rush denying that round from going too far. And obviously Config keeping it together in the previous. But now the T's, what do they have left to work with? One smoke, couple of flashes?
Nasty feeling as well, Lauren. Being poisoned and saying, look, let me take a quick hot peek.
Yep.
He's gone hot aggressive and he's just immediately put 7 grand in the depths of hell.
Only flashes to defend with. This is not ideal whatsoever. Oh, wow. This from Chopper could be huge. No one's looking right now.
By Config, that's a great shot. Now they can hit the top side. Rush would have to do something ridiculous. He does have Blame in support. If Rush is the one to pull the trigger first, Miz found him. They'll swing in. Rush needs more. He's holding them back. Flashes aren't going to save him now. He's being hunted down. SDY to swing and finishes it off. So yeah, as you said, Lauren, very much a different set of circumstances from our first map. But this is CT side Nuke. They will have to weather the storm of a potential eco here. You can see that Chopper's anticipating just down a Mac 10 equipped. Let's see the valiant attempt. He does manage to find a nice couple of frags, but by that point, the damage unfortunately was done. You still even have his suitcase. You know, I've got a new rule, Chad.
Yep.
When the event's longer than 5 days, I unpack.
Yes, it's a good rule.
Do you put it into the wardrobes?
Yeah, now.
Oh, okay,
Try and live a real life.
Hold on, we saw Config try this before. This time Chopper's made it pretty far out. It's up against pretty an easier purchase. Of course, there's not going to have all the mollies, all the goodies.
Yeah, but now you want to save or summon, right? You're not going to win this round. And I mean, I was saying could be an eco. I saw a 1400, so I suppose they had to force. But yeah, this is where this round, this half could start running away from Complexity.
I feel it. I'm not going to watch my words. I don't care. I feel that it already has. I actually think that this game is tapering away from Complexity, and the only way back in on this CT side is through one of their individuals having another big multi-frag round. And the reason that I want to say that is 12-12 is about to be posted on the board. That force buy on the 1400 came through, and there was a little bit of money scattered across. Let's just see if they're able to chase anybody down before I continue yabbering.
Yammering. Oof.
That was a good gun to lose. That was a scout taken out of the hands of Poison immediately. Obo's not going to keep this. They're going to hunt him. So they only hold on to the M4 and Config and the Deagle for Blame. So at least they held on to something, but now the 1900 loss bonus has just come through. This should be a save. If they could have held on to those guns, it would have been another crack with decent weapons, a potent buy, as it were. And I can see Some Young as a man of culture. He has some lemon in his water.
You see that? It's lovely.
It is lovely. It is lovely. Nice and refreshing. But one of the real problems here for Complexity is with the next round, it's only 2400 as the loss bonus. So 1900 plus 2400 in 3 players, Config, Obo, and Rush is not great whatsoever. We are really in a bit of trouble if you are a Complexity fan. If you're a Spirit fan, though, things are trending upwards.
Yeah.
Buy some Spirit stock right now for Nuke because, like I said, unless somebody on Complexity goes huge with a multi-kill, and this round it has to either be Config or Blame, Complexity are in a world of hurt. And map number 3, it's just around the corner.
I might use Rush for info here. Yeah, jumping across to bait in Config. Spirit, this is where they operate at a very different level. They will start to slowly take some control. Good flashes just to enable them to do so. And that was Mac 10 on M4. Not today for Config.
God.
Not today at all. This will be 13. Only USPs, P250s, and the Armored Deeg. And they don't have to rush this at all. Spirit, you can see how passive they are being. They take ramp controls, just linger in the lobby. They know it's tempting for a USB to demand some information or have a walk. Chopper could be in a prime position to lurk with the Mac 10 as they do descend towards the lower site, or at least ramp room. There's the M4 picked up. It'd be great to put it into an armored hands. It's only Blame as an option, but as expected, he is detached.
They're actually better off saving it here, Alex. I know it sounds like the next 35 seconds and the bomb going down, so let's round that up to the next minute. Are going to be very boring, but it is.
Fine. I mean, let's just see what happens. Let's just let the game play out, and then everyone can realize what the game would sound like if we weren't here.
All right, look, dead silence. Hold your cough button.
What if they like it?
Bomb going down here, and it looks like
He's after our jobs. He's after our jobs.
They might be going for it here, the CTs. There is a kill coming in somewhere. Didn't catch it from his POV, though, unfortunately. But I think they might be tempted in. It
might
looks
get
like
that
they're
one in the
going for
replay.
it. Yeah, we'll get that in the replay, I'm sure. I don't know
Fixing
what
the
happened
post.
there, but it looks like they are going for it here, just looking at the stairs, just waiting for a frag, and then they pounce in the second, but no kill being gifted to them. But Rush, though, however, he is saving and spawn, so I think he will be safe. Oh, it looks like Chopper chopping down the enemies with his small little red gun here, but we'll be saving into the next round. Big save coming in from the CTs.
That was a duel Config couldn't afford to lose, and Chopper continued his spree with a Mag 10. Thank you very much, Rushley. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's at Rushley. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's ONE. TWO.
He's broke 10K now. So.
Yeah, he's got the K now.
We had a party about it,
man.
celebration, but this is it. Last stand saloon for Complexity
Serious
as far as I'm
business.
concerned.
Serious business. This next 90 seconds will determine the fate. Oh, Poison's burning, and he's out. Yep, that's just a little too much damage to chip away. Again, an early advantage seized. How do Complexity dig out of them? A Soul or a Spirit just moments away from sending them back into economic disarray. Interesting. Spirit, regardless of Disbalance's stats, will obey the many laws of Counter-Strike. Config gonna get boosted up. No magics to ruin the party this time. That's party, not whatever I just said.
This is all on Blame.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm them, there's a world where I'm concerned about those stairs, and
The left eye.
it is a left eye, you're right.
Oh, but it's everything you want! How did he get the third? Oh, my God. Blame F. When the team needs it, he certainly steps up to the call.
That's one way to find your 30 bomb, Lauren. Look at this. Cat said the one way back in is an individual stepping up with a multi-kill. Doesn't get more multi than that. 4 kills in a matter of seconds, and you can see Poison just has to put his hands up. He can relax. The round is won.
Good stuff, boss.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Appreciate that.
Thanks for the AWP, boss. All right.
30 found and 13 for Complexity. That is going to put them back into contention for this map, but had it not been, Spirit are going to be shaken after that now. Poison with his perfect weapon for the job. Not going to be having enough visibility there. And
Uh-oh. That's a large gap, Alex. Poison going to find Chopper. Free smoke comes in. Molly comes out. But this buys a bit of time. They can adjust how they want to. T's probably a little displeased with that, I'm sure.
SDY's really pushed up. I wonder how Obo approaches this, because he could get caught out by SDY's positioning. Let's see what Obo's choices are. Okay, interesting. By the doors for now. Sound cue would be required for any of the contact he's about to have. It's somewhat of a surprise as the door opens, but there's 3 players about to come in, and he only gets the first. So now the site is theirs. How long is it going to be under their control? A question Poison can answer. Doesn't want to overcommit to this. Bomb does get down courtesy of Magix, but it's a 4 versus 3. They're all gathering up ramp room. This is a very prime position for Magix to do something. Rush was waiting, but a quick reaction. And he wants more. Config his next opponent, and he finds it as well. Magic's absolutely smashing his way. Brute force, and it's 4 kills from him right back. First blame, now Magic steps up to the plate. He's reminding them what he is capable of, and that is going to get the CTs on notice.
Huge round there from Magix, and you can
Colossal.
see it is forced out a timeout here from the side of Complexity. If they're unable to convert in the clean gun rounds, they're not going to win the game. Seems pretty obvious thing to say, but they can't keep relying on having the Deagle round before that we had of Config, where he was able to get 2. They had that pincer maneuver towards the yard position. Blame with the multi-kill stalled them out. They lost control of the lower side, and Magic's standing up close and personal delivered 4 massive kills. This was the trade. You could see that as they open the doors, they already know exactly where they need to clear. This is fantastic teamwork that we're seeing, and then this is fantastic individual brilliance. Magic knowing he needs to slow down the rotation, and he does exactly that. It's 1 man, 1 choke point. That's all we needed. And unfortunately, Complexity, well, they're back in that same situation I was explaining just 2 rounds ago.
Alligators are out, and we are not playing on Swamp today. Config pulling that bad boy out. See how he does. SDY is going to be getting himself a fast little nade set towards the main default spread. Blame's taking his MP9 to secret, so that could have ramifications if they opt for the outside smokes late, but if it's a ramp attack, he'll be unable to contribute. I can feel the tension in this round. Spirit, they know if they can convert this advantage, we can start talking about Mirage. We're going to be halfway there with that conversation. 2,400 for the CTs. It wouldn't be ideal at all. They're on goose eggs and $50 spare change. This is the battle. There's only 60 seconds left for it to find a victor. Bomb still loose in lobby. No one wants to make the first misstep. Sound cues galore from Config. He's trying to keep their comms as clouded as possible.
I like that. Just as you said. Trying to play the game. See if Young's up for it. Smoke's going in. Again, no major moves from the T's just yet. Bomb still loose.
40.
Still they wait. This is very patient. Balance finally coming around. So the cavalry, I guess, has arrived. He's going to kind of take up the post that we saw was being played just previous. It's not a move towards upper. It's looking like ramps on the cards.
Yeah, and Obo's going to call it. And he can't contribute at all. They will descend. Blame's been there this whole time. I don't know how ready he is. Okay. Powerful corner. Poison posted up for the right side, but they're all descending this ramp at the same time. Distracted, perhaps. There's a chance. Blame holds it down. He only gets the one. Rushes MP9 contributes. Config on the AWP for some close quarters action. 5 seconds. They've won the round. If he can just survive, he can't. It's 15 for Spirit. SDY digs him out of that hole, but it's chaos in the final 20 seconds of play. My God, all he had to do was survive, but he was exposed. And Spirit convert. They take all the weapons away, at least, at the bare minimum. Let's see it from the other perspectives. Mir through the smoke onto Poison. That was the AWP Config whipped out. Big frags from SDY. He's got 2 frags in the last few seconds of the round.
Oh, that was everybody on the lower side for that battle, and that was something that Spirit needed to win, because look what that's done. Complexity. The buy felt pretty scrappy last time. Look at it this time. Blame has 31 kills, but Obo, the ramp defender, hasn't been getting a lot of traction, and that's been exploited in a few key rounds to get us here. Oh dear.
Hello, chance if he can get this balance. Oh, that's big frags. Cautious, but a huge upgrade for Blame.
The ramp punish again. Obo's had a really rough time of this one. If he picks out here, he's going to die. He shouldn't do this. He needs
What's the alternative?
They need to give it up. They need to get down to that lower site. Allow them to go through the ramp position. Let them have it. Now try and fight from the window side and decon.
Looks like Rush is already on that. So let's see if the others adjust with. I think Obo's probably not too far behind. We've got Config down here. So the adjustment made. Now they need to deliver on this. Flash comes in. Rush ahead. That's not bad, but he gets outdone. Config has found one on the site, though.
Oh, God.
But now he's in all kinds of trouble. He's in the smoke. He's just made it past them. Blame F is
Locked
there,
in.
making everything seem so much safer. But Young isolates Config.
Yeah, he's going to hate that death if this gets awkward. He's really not going to be happy with that. There was no threat of a plant. It shouldn't have too many ramifications, but this is SDY. He did it once. He could definitely do it again. They haven't got ideal weapons either. Blame probably shouting at Obo to ensure that this is converted in the Complexity favor. He's lingering. Bomb in his remit. And Obo will have to open that door on the first sound cue. 15 seconds. He's heading for vents. That's where Blame's put himself, so he's in a prime position to stop this top site plant. 10. Blame to stop it. SDY opting for a safe plant angle.
Ooh.
Wait, whoa, okay. There's so much to take just from that one little interaction. Blame was about to go lower. Okay, look, we can maybe break that down later. I'm not sure. I think the communication is really poor in the Complexity camp right now, because there's no way that Obo didn't hear the ladder going up. As soon as the plant was heard, Blame is knife out, right? Imagine if SDY faked the plant. He wouldn't have enough time to win the round, but he's going to kill Blame. He's going to take away the best weapon. Obo only had an MP9, and they would come into this round with only an MP9. But luckily, as he jumps on top, he's thought better of it. He's pulled out the gun, he's made the kill, and now they have an AWP, and now they have an AK. But otherwise, that was looking to me like he thought it was lower, right? Someone didn't speak when they should have spoken, as far as what I'm concerned. Or it just felt really odd to me. I'm not quite sure why he was running out in that fashion. So he definitely made noise on the ladder.
Yes.
Obo definitely heard that, right? And you can see this
Obo's
in
on
the
the
top
way.
side, making footsteps. A Blame jumping on top. Knife out, knife out, knife out.
See what
He
you're
could have even
saying.
denied the plant.
There's a world. Okay, let's see if he has.
Okay, you can see his reaction. Maybe, yeah.
He wanted a knife kill. I don't know. That's unlikely.
There's so many things that could have potentially been happening there. For me, that just was like, oh, communication issue. Because look, if they stop the plant, look at the buy that Spirit have here. That would have been 800 less for every single player on that team right now. Sure, there's an AWP out, a couple of AKs, but Chopper and Magix only have Deagles. Magix doesn't even have armor. So imagine what this buy would have looked like with $800 less across the board. That's 800 times 5. That's a lot of money.
Just 'cause I know people are going to ask. They're all saying, you know, was he going for the knife? Surely you don't go for knives in these.
Maybe.
Not against match point. I don't know. For now, though, what we do know is the money's been broken back to the T's. How curious. I mean, maybe OT is on the cards, but it's all down to what Spirit can do here. There's been some curiosities from both sides, but complexity, consistency is just not with them right now. But again, the issues have been mostly towards ramp. They've been struggling to hold it. Obo now posted back up on there, but the T's take their time. There is no rush for them just yet.
Smoke off the lockers. And spots one.
Oh, it created so much damage.
Damn, down to 58. That is a nasty way to go down. Nade won't find him, but Poison posted up for the potential cross. And so many of them out here. So many of them out here. The smoke's going to enable them to do something, but jumping through it, oh no, it's a catastrophe. It's got OT written all over it, and it's Poison with the Sharpie. Quickly though, SDY and Disbalance try and stabilize, hold on to what they can. This is their chance to throw the knockout blow.
These are the 3 quiet players right here alive for complexity. They've all been struggling in different moments of the game. This is doable.
You're right. Goodness. Low sight responsibility to Obo. SDY and Disbalance, previously exploiting ramp, this time a different access point, but the same product. No armor rather, for Disbalance.
I'm worried about Obo down here, though. He's been having a rough game on ramp. Not sure if he's 11 kills. This isn't the Obo that we get excited about. This is the Obo that could make a mistake. Comms or whatever happened last round could be called into question, but for now, the T's do make their way down the ramp.
Can't help but feel time's on their side here, because if Obo plays this smart, all he has to do is stop that plant, and the chaos is enough to manifest into OT. 8 seconds. Disbalance looking for a safe plan. Yeah, Obo can't really contest that. And so game on. Retake time.
How much
Hit on config and rush.
How much room can he control here?
Spotted, he spotted.
Yeah, and that's a hard shot to hit. Disbalance has 2 frags away now. Config descending. There's 2 on 3. Fast becoming a reality. Disbalance is posted up. Perfect to deal with that line of sight. Config's gone too. Rush can't do anything, and Spirit take Complexity's map pick. That is magnificent. Just in the face of adversity, Blame's gonna have to give him a stern talk, but we prepare ourselves for the 3rd map. We'll be talking all about Nuke and getting ready for